Okay.
All right, it says we're live. I'm going to
Excellent.
wait for this to go through. We'll see. So hello, YouTube. First and foremost, I just have to say I am sorry for not being on here for a bit. I have some great meditations and everything coming to you. My name is Lisha Antica, and I am a transpersonal therapist, and I absolutely love everything about you. About you and self-study, and that's what Your Own University is all about. And we have monthly master classes, so if you haven't heard yet, you can come and study with some of the finest minds in self-discovery, self-awareness on some of the most incredible topics. And they have the best of the best master classes right here at Your Own University. So something that we offer at Your Own University is if you are a part of our newsletter community, you get to come to our live events when we have these events. The next one is October 17th at noon Pacific Standard Time for free. It is our gift and our offering to the world for our community members. If you would like the replays of these classes, if you want access to them forever, our masterminds, as well as our monthly mastermind, as well as our daily support love letters and healthy habits for every part of your life, you can join our membership, and you'll get access to everything. And that's how we work at Your Own University, as well as our certifications and training. So if you didn't know that, now you do. So this month, October 17th, we have the amazing Tiffany Yelverton, and now I'm mispronouncing your last name live because I love that, but I pronounced it a lot, like really good.
Yes, you did.
All day. But anyway, Tiffany has done master classes with us before at Your Own University. She is the chief sexologist and talks about intimacy in a way that I feel is down to earth, clear, pleasurable, open, communicative, fun. And that's what we love. That's what we like at YOU. So we're excited to have her back. This class is Our Intimate Selves, Navigating Sex Through Menopause and Beyond. It is for women in that menopausal phase, anyone else that's interested in it, and their mates or men who are dating or looking to be with a woman that might be going through this transition, to help them navigate, because it's a really trying time. So Tiffany, welcome to our YouTube channel.
Thank you.
I should say welcome back to our YouTube channel.
Glad to be back.
Yeah. So go ahead and just share about yourself and this class.
So as I've aged myself, I've realized that perimenopause, menopause, our partners during menopause, no one really talks about what's going to happen with our bodies. And a lot of women feel that their bodies are disappointing them, or they're giving up on themselves. Their bodies aren't supporting them. And we go to see a Western doctor or Western medicine, and it's just the way it is. You just need to get over it. You can deal with it. And that may be normal, but it's not necessary. And I don't accept that. And so we're going to be talking about redefining sex as we age, because it doesn't have to be what we've always thought it was. And all the physical, biological, and psychological components that play into aging and sex and intimacy and sexual pain, common complaints and solutions that we'll go through. And we're just going to have a lot of fun. It's really, for both all genders, supporting your partner, supporting yourself, and being able to, really get back to loving yourself first and not being reliant on someone else for your pleasure, but just take that into your own hands.
Nice. So you can be single, you can be male or female, and it's just this big topic. So you talked a little bit on Facebook, so I want to dive into each of our topics that we're going to cover just a tiny bit. We're going to give you guys a little teaser here. Redefining sex as we age. I loved what you said about why it's important to redefine sex. Will you share that with our YouTube audience too?
So one of the main complaints that we hear from women is that sex is painful as we age, or from men that they can't rely on their erections. And so looking at what sex is, and we define it as, penis and vagina sex is what comes to mind most often, but there's so many more things out there that are intimate and sexual and can give bigger orgasms or more orgasms and more pleasure, that we don't have to be so reliant on those things that we've always thought. And so just opening up your mind to new and exciting ways of pleasure.
I'm really excited to learn more about that. That excites me. All right, so then there is the common pains and everything. So you're going to talk about the common pains and solutions, and I think that's so important. And I love that you said that you're going to talk about the emotional and mental pains too that go along with it. I know that there's shame, if a man can't get hard, and embarrassment if a woman doesn't get wet, and like, no, you do turn me on, and why isn't my body listening to me, and all of that, like all of that stuff. And so I'm really excited to learn about that. Anything you want to say about that? I think that kind of covers itself, but
it does cover a lot of it, and it is so shameful, and that's where it really, that psychological piece comes into it, is that we're like, oh, my body's not going to work, so I don't want to have sex, and then you don't have sex, and then your body stops working. And so just we create our own vicious cycle there, and we've got to clear that up in the head first in order to move forward.
Yeah, and we let our partners feel that way too. And so I've heard so many stories about how sex just dries up in marriages as people age. But then I've heard the opposite story of people that are dating in their 70s, okay? And they're like, oh no, sex is like better. It's better than ever.
I was talking to one of my girlfriends the other night, and she said, that she just has really recently realized, since her father passed away, that her parents had a very vibrant sex life until the very end, and that they would always, as kids, that their parents would always go to bed early on, and now she realizes that it was that they were very happy and very sexual, and they never let that expire in their relationship.
Oh my God. It's so important to me.
So important.
I can't hide it. I'm like, that is why you're in partnership. Like, I know that there's a lot of other reasons, and it all does matter, but I mean, when it comes down to like that primary relationship, to find a way around it and to not think it's just vagina and penis, because things do happen, right? Like, I think if we just opened up to that intimacy and saw different elements. I mean, yeah, in her last class, you guys, at your own university, she talked about 10 ways to orgasm. 10. I knew 5. I'm still looking for the partner to 10. Well, that's not entirely true, but 10, exploring 10.
Remember, you don't need a partner to get to those 10.
I'm just trying to touch myself.
Touch yourself.
I'm like, God, it just doesn't feel quite as yummy. No, so, but there's 10 ways. I mean, we don't know that, and we don't talk about that because sex is so hush hush. And so if you haven't watched her previous video and you're a part of your own university, you have your membership, definitely go into Tiffany's classroom and watch it. If it's in the relationship zone, you guys, it's in the relationship department at your own university. And if you have not become a member yet, go do that, and then you'll get access to our class, because the information that you gave and how you presented it, and then the solutions to be able to really be there for ourselves, and think outside the box of sex being like something that only is used to procreate, right? Because the hormonal balancing and the mood balancing and the stress relieving, and all. There's so many benefits, guys, to having a vibrant sex life, even if it's just personal, right? And
Mhm.
having a vibrant, beautiful, healthy relationship with your own sexuality. So the last one is your body isn't giving up on you. And you mentioned it just a little bit. Um, and I think we've mentioned the different ways that the body can give up on people, or we feel like it is. Do you want to elaborate on that at all?
That just not to accept that that's the way that it has to be, because it can always be better. And I think so often we settle for what is normal or what is status quo instead of really striving to make things better in our lives.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, you guys. So, Tiffany, really fast, how can people just be like, well, do I want to take her class? Check up on you and find you on the internet. And then if you would like to attend her masterclass, go ahead and join us at yourownuniversity.com. And you will get an invite to try out or join our membership right away. I think you get a discount if you do that. The link will be right here. I'll add it right there, but if it's not there yet, it will be. And then other than that, like Tiffany, where can they find you? Because you
So
get some
here
great.
on YouTube, it's Entice Me Parties. Everywhere else on social media, it's Entice Me Soirees. So, or Tiffany Yelverton. Um, both business and personal pages, Sexy Survivors, we can go into sometime as well. So lots of places. You can always just email me directly at tiffany@enticeme.com.
Perfect. Perfect. So you guys, we hope to see you on October 17th in our live class where you can ask Tiffany all of your questions and listen to this incredible topic be covered in such a thorough way that hopefully will open you up to have more pleasure and fun in your life. Um, for your whole life, right? Forever and ever and always and always. This isn't a stopping point for us, ladies. And yeah, that's it. So yourownuniversity.com. We will see you there. Thank you, Tiffany, for being a teacher with us.
My pleasure.
All right. Talk to you soon.